These are the exact steps you need to set a good trading goal to help you achieve the reason why you started trading in the first place. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Witty, I'm a Forex trader, and today I'm going to be talking about how to set a good trading goal. Now, this is the first step you need even before you create a trading plan. Come to think about it, why do you even create a trading plan in the first place? Now, for many traders, the first thing we always want to do as soon as we learn that strategy, as soon as we want to achieve certain things, as soon as we want to get to certain heights in this market is actually to create a trading goal where you talk about strategy and so many other things. And if you do not have a proper trading plan and you need to create one, after this video, I already made a video on how to create a complete trading plan. Make sure to go ahead and watch that. But very importantly, what I need you to understand is your goal should actually come before your plan. So I asked the question, right? Why exactly do you create a trading plan in the first place? And I believe a plan should actually be created simply because you need to achieve a goal. Now, what are the kind of goals you set in the Forex market? Now, so many traders actually come in and have just one thing in mind, which is to make money. But the truth is there are routes you need to go through to actually do make that money. Depending on where you are, there are actually certain steps you need to take to get to where you want to get to exactly. And a good way to achieve those steps, a good way to scale through those steps is actually to set good goals. And as you keep matching up these goals, as you keep meeting these goals, you find out that gradually you are getting to where exactly you want to be in your Forex career. So I'll be talking about three types of goals today, right? Number one will be monetary goals. Number two will be skill-based goals, and number three will be psychological goals. Now, majority of the goals we set as Forex traders actually encompass these three goals. It's either it's monetary, it's skill-based, or it could be psychological. An example of a monetary goal could be I want to make, say, $100,000 within XYZ time. And that's a good monetary goal. Or probably say I want to make $1 million in year 2022. That's a good monetary goal. An example of a skill-based goal could actually be something like I want to learn how to swing trade, or I want to learn how to scalp, or I want to learn how to trade intraday, or I want to increase my win ratio from 40% to 70% in the next 3 months. Or I want to do something to actually take my risk to reward from 1:2 to 1:4 on the average. So that's a good skill-based goal. And an example of a psychological goal could be something like I want to be more disciplined in trading, I want to be more confident in my trading, and thereabouts, basically things that are based off emotional. So basically, in terms of monetary goals, what are the steps to take? Now, the very first thing when setting a good monetary goal, you need to consider how much do you intend making, how much. You need to put a figure to it. You shouldn't just have a monetary goal such as I want to be financially free. Put a figure to financial freedom. Financial freedom is relative. For me, financial freedom could be $10 million. For you, it could be $100 million. So you need to put a figure to your financial freedom. Put a figure to your monetary goal in the Forex market. And then secondly, you also need to put a time frame to it. Now, your goals should be SMART, which is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. So you need to put a time to it. I want to make $1 million within XYZ months. I want to make $1 million within a certain time frame. When you put a time frame, you get more conscious, and it's easier to work towards such a goal. Then when you're setting a monetary goal, one very important factor. So let me use myself as an example, right? In the year, I think 2020, was it? I think in the year 2020, I set a goal to make $10 million. And truth be told, at the end of year 2020, I was nowhere close to that. And at the end of the day, I then realized that goal I set in year 2020 was not SMART. That is, it was specific, it was measurable, but it wasn't achievable, it wasn't realistic, although it was time bound. Now, why wasn't it achievable or realistic? As at that time when I set that goal to make $10 million, I did not even have up to $1 million in my trading account. And like I always say, it's easier to make $10 million when you have $100 million trading account rather than when you have $1 million trading account and you're trying to make 10 million. It's rather suicidal to your account. So when you're setting your monetary trading goal, you need to put a realistic capital, something you know you can have access to. And if you need if you need to get access to larger capital as a forex trader who knows what he's doing, then I believe you should go the route of a prop firm. I have a video on what is a prop firm and also what are the best prop firms available. And I even have a prop firm academy if you're interested in actually learning. In the prop firm academy, I teach you my prop firm strategy, as well as I offer you trading ideas and trade signals to help you pass your prop firm challenge, become a funded trader, and even make profit so you can withdraw and make money. So that's, by the way, capital is a very integral part of your monetary trading goal. You need to have a realistic capital. If the capital involved is not as realistic, then definitely your monetary goal will probably be far-fetched. So when you set your monetary goal, you should also have it at the back of your mind that how much capital do I have before I set this kind of monetary goal. And next thing, you need to talk about risk. If my monetary goal is to make, say, $100,000, then that means definitely I should have a capital of over $100,000, say maybe 200,000, 500, a million. And then I should determine what should be my risk. If I want to make $10,000 in 6 months with a $100,000 account, then that means I can actually risk as much as or as little as 0.02% or as little as 0.05%. Whereas if I'm trying to make, say, $10,000 on a $50,000 account in maybe a month, then obviously I need to risk more. So you need to factor in your risk while setting your monetary trading goals. And then you also have to talk about strategy. What strategy do you intend using? This particular strategy, what is the risk to reward? What is the win ratio? How does it work? How available do we see entries on this kind of strategy? So that is where strategy actually comes in. Strategy is not the first thing you should think about when trying to make money in the forex market. When you're setting the goal, first set the goal, look at the time, look at the capital involved, look at the risk, then you consider what strategy would fit into all of that to actually then make your money. And the video on how to create a proper trading plan I made, that video encompasses strategy, encompasses time frame, the forex pairs you should look out for, and the like. So after you set a proper monetary goal, then you go ahead, watch that video, and create a plan to achieve that monetary goal. And next, let's talk about a skill-based goal in forex. So a skill-based goal in forex, on the other hand, that actually has to do a lot with strategy. Now, this is where strategy comes in. Strategy encompasses how you place trades, how long you're going to wait in the market, because this is basically the skill set part of your forex journey. You need to consider, okay, is my skill-based goal, does it involve I want to scalp, I want to learn intraday, I want to learn swing trading? Whatever you decide to learn or whatever you decide to do or set as your skill-based trading goal has a lot to do with your strategy. So strategy actually comes first. Your skill-based goal actually could even be I want to learn a particular strategy, or I want to master a particular strategy, such as maybe the prop firm trading strategy that I teach. So you could probably set that kind of goal. That is where strategy comes first. Then when setting your strategy goal or when setting your skill-based goal, you need to consider win ratio. It's detrimental if you learn a strategy and eventually your win ratio on that strategy is less than, say, 30% with a risk to reward of less than 1:2. That's completely detrimental. So you need to consider what the strategy is. Are you swing trading? Are you day trading? Are you scalping with it? Are you considering what the win ratio should be? That should be in your goal. What should be the risk to reward likewise? And then how long do I want to give myself to learn this strategy? If you're trying to master a particular strategy and you set a time frame for yourself for a year, you might not achieve it in a year. That probably does not mean you should give up on it. That probably tells you you should approach it in a different way. Now, truth is, I've seen people who, in less than 1 month of starting their forex career, are already making profits, already making withdrawals. At the same time, I've seen people who, after 5 years, they still haven't made their first withdrawal. So it completely depends on you, depends on your learning curve, depends on your level of dedication, commitment, and discipline. However, you should know yourself best to actually determine how long it should take you to master a particular strategy. For something such as the Prop Firm Academy strategy, for instance, in about a month you should be good in mastering it and you should be good to go. And while you are setting that time for yourself, you should also think about how to measure your progress. How exactly are you going to measure the progress? Are you going to measure it over 10 trades? Are you going to measure it over 100 trades? Are you going to measure it over 50 trades? Then after considering all of this, you should then go ahead and create a trading plan to achieve that skill-based trading goal. And the third kind of goal now will be psychological goal. Now this is where so many traders get it wrong. Many traders just abandon the psychological part of forex trading and focus mostly on technicals and every other thing. Now psychology plays a very big role in your forex trading career, and your psychological goal could be in terms of discipline, it could be in terms of consistency, it could be in terms of I want to increase my patience, I want to be more patient in the market. But one thing you need to do while setting a psychological goal is to set a way whereby you can measure the goal and even achieve the goal. Now, more often than not, you realize you need external factors to help you balance out your psychological mindset in forex. Your mindset, your psychology in forex is something that oftentimes many traders find it difficult to manage themselves. So for this, I would advise a support group, or you could involve meditation. And then a very good way to do this is also to keep a journal. So for your psychological goal, you should definitely keep a journal to help you measure your performance. You should join a support group, probably a group of traders who are doing the same thing. An example, the Prop Firm strategy, there's a group you will be added on to. Literally everybody there has that same goal to learn how to be a pro trader, how to manage investor funds, how to trade prop firms with good risk to reward, good win ratio. And then you can easily comment once in a while, and whenever you need the support, the community is there to support you. So that is actually why many trading courses and the likes have support groups. Learn to maximize them. But one thing you should not be doing is joining too many trading groups, because at the same time, if you're joining too many trading groups, most especially free groups, you find out that most free trading groups attract traders from all over the place, and they are coming with their different experiences, different biases, different strategies, and eventually they come with a lot of confusion. While this person is calling buy, this person is calling sell, and at the end of the day, it messes up with your head. So I would advise you stick to one support group of like minds who are all trying to achieve the same thing. That is an easier way of achieving your psychological goal. And I think, in fact, if you're going to prioritize these goals, I think your psychological goal should come first, then your skill-based goal, then your monetary goal. If you are sound upstairs, then it's easier for you to master a strategy, achieve the skill set you want, and then when you have that skill set with a sound mindset, it's easy for you to then put a figure to how much exactly you want to make with everything you've already acquired. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with this point, okay? Your goal should come before your trading plan. So you should not create a trading plan before you create your goal. In fact, what you're supposed to do is actually to create a trading plan to achieve your trading goal. You should not create a goal based on your plan, which is what so many traders do. They first of all create a plan, a trading plan, and then they now create a goal around the plan, or rather they create a goal to achieve or to follow the plan. That's actually detrimental, because your goal has to do with your why. So, and one thing your why will do for you is it will keep pushing you when you know what exactly you are trying to achieve. in terms of the goal, whether it's monetary, it's skill set, it's psychological based, it's easier to then follow the plan attached to it, because that is the goal you are trying to achieve, not the other way around. So you should create a trading plan to achieve your trading goal. Do not create a goal based on your trading plan. So thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe on my YouTube channel if you are not already a member of my channel, and also make sure to join my Telegram channel, where I do post free trade signals. I also do post my Forex weekly forecast, which from experience has been right at least 80 to 90% of the time. So you definitely do not want to miss that. Also, every Monday I host the Path to Profits podcast, where I invite other speakers and we talk about how to create multiple streams of income online, even apart from Forex trading. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a blessed day.